shout. Lights on, channel 9. Reviews fights dragons high. And the luna di prestadura comenzamos con oscura. I roll it up loud, pages flip like thunder. Comic book stack, got the heat, no blunder. Breaking down shows, yeah, movies get sliced. Crits on the mic like I'm rolling all dice. Lighting up green while the panels ignite. Superhero smoke, blow clouds in the night. Dungeon to the dragon, I'm the boss, that's fact. Got merch on the table, put the gold in the sack. 5150, I'm spitting reviews. TV, books, anime, drop all the news. Smash cut, fight scene, blood in the frame. Every bar hits like a boss fight game. Cinematic flow, keep the blade in the sheath. Leg sparks flash, got the flame in my teeth. I curse, I rip, his channel's grown. Adult vibes only, yeah, I claim that throne. Adult vibes only, yeah, I claim that throne. En la mesa, dragones y dados. Crítico fuerte, los golpes son bravos. Humo en el aire, blunt encendido. Cultura mezclada, yo nunca me olvido. Comics y series, yo vendo mi merch. Todo el canal con la vibra de church. Luces brillando, reseñas al 100. El club explotando, lo canto también. Series y libros, reviews con poder. Películas caen, las pongo a perder. Dragones rugiendo, la mesa encendida. Dungeons and Dragons, me cambió la vida. Back to the fight, old school, new flame. Anime clash while I'm calling the game. Weed smoke rise and the neon is lit. Review every saga, I'm dropping that hit. Sword to the fist and the fist to the mic. Light up the channel, we ride every night. Adult in the booth, yeah, curse what I choose. I don't play safe, I break all the rules. Roll the dice, like the blood hit the stage. Es críticos locos soltando la raíz. Coming to the movie reviews on fire. El club encendido, subiendo más higher. Light it up, and the low, Breno never dies, vámonos. Light it up, and the low, Breno never dies, vámonos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We back. We finally getting to do the boys episode 3 and 4 from season 1, and I'm here with the crew. First and
First and
foremost, my boy Alderwrath, sending you some love. What up, Alderwrath?
hi. Thanks very much. Thanks for having me.
All right, all right. How you feeling, Alderwrath? You chilling?
I'm chilling like a villain.
All right, all right. I like that. And then we got last but definitely not least, we got the infamous James from The Walking Dead Explained.
Hello, hello, hello.
How you doing, James? What's good with you, brother?
Just chilling.
All right, can't complain there. So we left off. We know that Huey met up with the butcher. He lost his girl in a explosion of blood. That was kind of awesome. And he ended up getting down with Butcher and exploding translucent. I think that was where we left off. No.
Yeah.
So first of all, let me get your opinion on these next 2 episodes. Did it change your opinion on anything? Yeah, y'all like the heroes better? Anybody you're fans with?
Uh, I don't know. I don't want to say yes. There's something about it where you're still drawn to keep watching it. I'm not saying that it's the heroes. I think it's more on the how the people are actually going to like take them down and like what are they planning on how like I think that's more of the part that I enjoy watching, not
Okay.
like
What about you, James? What's your take on these next 2 episodes? Change your mind on anything or?
I'm not sure. It's been, I haven't rewatched actually, and it's been a while since that first season. So I may have to, as you start kind of going through it, refresh some of my memory. But I know, I enjoyed the whole season. I remember, and the story as it went along. Um, back during the first season, to me, I guess I hadn't watched anything so graphic and superhero-y like, I know like the cartoon Invincible, it's pretty graphic, but I hadn't really watched anything like that. So it was just unique kind of to me. I hadn't read the comic or anything like that. So I just knew I was just like going, holy shit, just every other scene or so.
That's a fact though, because there ain't too much superhero stuff that you get out there right now that's going to show you this this level of graphicness.
No.
Even if you're looking at like a Deadpool or something of the sort, takes it to a whole new level. That's a fact.
That
But let
is.
me, but let's flick in and let's start on season 3 to look at some of these screenshots.
Huey.
All right, yeah, and that's basically like I said where we left off. We see Huey kind of traumatized. He got a little bit of for your Lost fans out there, a little bit of art all over him. In this case, it's translucent. Not for nothing. For somebody that's invisible, his blood is pretty visible. This is when I realized I don't think Huey was built for this shit. But look at his face. You can tell he's traumatized. He's traumatized as fuck.
I mean, I'd have to say I might be a little bit, if something like that happened, I guess.
Oh, they got a good question in the chat. So, which one of you guys would have volunteered to be the explosive inserter? As you, Jim? You'd have took one for the team, so to speak. My question: wait, who came up with that? Was that Frenchie? Was that Frenchie freak ass? That- You think they lubed it up first, a little spit or something, or they was just like, ah, fucking head, oh my, yeah, right, no spit or nothing. Just get the hammer, fuck it. Now we got this scene right here. This is hilarious. They scooping this dude up, and he's still invisible, but he's just like invisible chunks of like gore. And look, look at the whole fucking wall. Everything is just splattered. Now my question: an explosion like that, how the fuck Huey did all he got was blood? You figure he would have got, a skull chunk would have knocked his ass out or something? Oh, he might not have got that. That's probably why he's staring there right here, looking all fucking traumatized. But still, though, just a tooth, that's an explosion. A human body, something. You figure a hand, a fist would have smacked his ass or something. Especially when you got chunks like this that they scooping up. That's definitely chunks. And then you got the bags full of chunks too. They were scooping them for a minute. Remember, this is a little jump. This ain't exactly when it happened. This was a little bit afterwards. He has time to start to clean. That's a fact. Well, Butcher was fucked up. The dude was clearly walking. The dude was like, "All right, y'all be safe." So yeah, it was either blow his ass up or let his ass go. My thing is these two dudes' faces. Like this is just another day. La 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 la. We just mopping up all this nasty shit. We good. So if I blew up a superhero and I called you dudes, y'all gonna help me clean up? Y'all gonna be good with that? Actually, I'm gonna need you to agree with that too, James. You the one with the better land area to hide shit if I had to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree.
And you know what's crazy? Man is in pieces, but Butcher's still struggling to drag them chunks. Okay, and if you want. Mm-hmm. They, yeah, good. But now let me ask you this. So they did all that to hide the box from Homelander, but Butcher put something in the box that he wanted found. So how do you explain that? So you think he did? Okay, fair enough. So now we going in. We got Starlight. Remember, she's part of the Seven now. She, if you remember correctly, she had her initiation by the Deep last time. She had to handle the jellyfish, so to speak. If you ask the Deep, he said it was more than a mouthful. And she's still happy. She still got a little bit of her innocence. So these are the cats that they usually call when they got some kind of script that they want to work out. These are kind of like their writers, producers for all their little situations that they make through. This dude right here, we see him a couple times, the black brother right here. They like him. I guess his stories fit their agenda. So they come up with a new outfit for Starlight. Now, mind you, I ain't gonna lie. Her uniform right there is type trash. What y'all think? I don't know, brother. That shit look like it's fucking. It could be wool. That should look mad uncomfortable. Well, she's supposed to be from like the Midwest. James, you from the Midwest? Is that how you would expect your superhero to look? That represents the Midwest for you?
Well, I'm in Tennessee, so that's mid east, I
All
guess.
right, so that's still in that vicinity, I would assume. Somewhere in
those
the mid. You know what I'm saying?
those
Somewhere in the mid.
you gotta watch those Midwesterners. They're kind of weird.
I
No,
swear that I feel like that shit is wool, man.
it does look like wool or something. It's just it. I mean, it's really smooth though. I think it's got like little embroideries on it. You can see on the her arms and stuff. So it's probably a cloth, just some type of stars. I guess it is embroidered all over.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I'm gonna be
this is the
honest, brother.
second one, right? This is the
No,
one
this
they
is the first
remade.
one.
That's
No,
the
this is
first
the
one.
original one. They're about to show the well. This is the remake.
Oh, okay, okay. For some reason, I
This
thought
is the
that one.
original.
I thought the other one was original, and this was the second one. Yeah, yeah.
No, no, this is the
I like
original.
that second one.
Yeah, but listen, I'm gonna take it from you. From a person who's read numerous comic books, this is what superheroes usually wear. This shit is like some young kid shit. I
Yeah, yeah. They
don't
need
know
to
if
be
it's
a
gonna
little
make her fight
freer.
any better, but it's gonna look comfortable. She's gonna be able to move. It's gonna give something. It's gonna give something. I'll tell you this much. And that fucking look at the neckline though. Damn. She gonna knock you out with her boobs. She ain't gonna need her power. My thing is everybody face. Everybody's like, look, yeah, you ready for this? Even Shorty up here, look at the grin. And then they look at her face, and this is when they all realize, oh shit, she don't look happy. Look at her shit. And clearly they all all of their faces realize that bitch didn't like that shit. I ain't gonna front though. I ain't gonna front. I like the new shit though. Cause she pretty. Not like she couldn't, not like she couldn't pull it off. Oh, now they talking about. So it seems like, which I guess if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. But the vault industries like to keep their heroes in check by letting them know they can be changed and replaced rather quickly. So we're back to A Train, the dude who ran through Huey's girl the last time we spoke, the Flash, or their version of the Flash. So yeah, A Train. So he got challenged by another speedster. I guess if it was DC Universe or if you're just doing comics in general, it could be like the Flash versus Quicksilver or somebody of that nature, or the 90 different speedsters they got in DC. Point is, Vaught said it to A Train, you lose, you off the fucking team, dude. So now A Train got a little paranoid. Huey still stuck on his shit, which I get it. Your girl just exploded in a rain of blood, and everything he look at is fucking A Train. You see the hand in the background, though, right? You see the innuendo? You got the A Train Funko Pop, basically. You got the fuck you finger in the background, and then you got the motherfucking Homelander on the magazine. Was it Recreation? It's like this man can't get away from fucking anything to do with A Train. He's like permanently look at PTSD for real, for real. Nah, that's actually unfair and it's fucked up because I got to answer this way because I'm a Marvel fan, but I got to give that one to the Flash by far. The man got the Speed Force.
Not being totally familiar with all the fast running people, I would go with Flash though. Also,
Nah, unless they're
so
gonna
true,
unless they're
so
gonna
true.
falsify the whole thing. A lot of times these comic people keep that I can't even say the fucking word continuity or whatever. There we go. So a lot of time it be the company itself that nah, dude. Flash can run 10 times the speed of light, and Quicksilver can only run two. Stop the bullshit. They battled each other before in comic books. DC versus Marvel. Flash. And not only that, Flash beat Superman. I remember they said they had the race and they were neck and neck all through the world. And when they came down to it, Flash was like, "Oh wait, we serious?" And then he dusted Superman. He thought it was a practice jump off. He was like, "Oh wait, you were serious? All right, let's go then." And then he dusted his ass. Well, now if you're gonna go what if routes, and if this one hit this level, and then that might change shit. But if we talking basic tier superheroes without no extra what if stories type of shit, Flash would smack 90% of the speedsters. Actually, you know what? The only speedster that might actually give Flash a run for his money is I keep seeing commercials of this dude. He's like a god speedster. Some I haven't even read nothing about him, but supposedly he's in the whole Flash timeline and he's like a god though. Like the god of speed or whatever. Yes. So I'm listening to a little bit about him. I was like a god of speed. Well, he might actually, if you a god of the fucking speed force, I would assume you got to be faster than Flash at that point.
Do the same thing, and then once you adapt to them, they kind of fall off. Because, in my opinion, might be wrong, might be right. I don't know, but
Nah, I agree with you. I actually totally agree with you. You know what I'm saying? But based on, like I said, based on just shit I heard recently on a couple commercials, I don't know what they promoting of his. I don't know if it's a new comic or it might have been a game or something that I seen them promoting of his. But the way the dude was talking shit though, he was naming names for Marvel and DC, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that dude, smack his ass." Who hit? That dude can't even fucking tie my sneakers. Like he was straight up embarrassing people. All right, let's go. Let's see what else we got though on these. All right. So we see he's wilding out. Feels like everything he sees is A train. He can't get this dude out of his head. How am I going to deal with it? Then he see a picture of Miss Pieces. That's going to be her name from now on, Reese's Pieces, because that's all it was left of her ass. He got the mean grin too. Damn. And then his pop. You know what's, look, fun fact. Fun fact. Simon Pegg was actually the inspiration for this role. They wrote this role for Simon Pegg and all the bullshit they had to get through to get it approved and get somebody to put the shit out. He aged out of the role. So they made the role of the father for him.
no shit.
That's why if you look, there's a lot of mannerisms in Huey that if you think about it was a younger Simon Pegg. Think of some of Simon Pegg's first movies. That was a whole big thing they were talking about. That they was talking to Simon Pegg and he said it. He was like, they was talking to me to do that shit for a while. He's like, but with everything, all the paperwork and the red tape and all the bullshit, whatever, that we don't really know about or hear about all the time. Took forever and a day, but by the time it dropped, he was an old fogey. So they was like, chill, we're not gonna do it that way. So now we got MM, which is hilarious. His name and dude, I don't even think, and I'm pretty much caught up. I'm almost sure. Well, I could be wrong, but I'm almost sure we never got his real name through the whole thing. He's Mother's Milk, which me just saying it sound dirty. That sound crazy. I don't think that's his real name though. I think that's his like code name. I don't know. I'm gonna have to research a little better because who the fuck named their kid Mother's Milk?
Somebody with a sick.
Actually, you know who might name their kid that now that I think about it? Y'all heard that when Blossom, you know who Blossom is, right? Shorty from Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
When they said that they caught her breastfeeding her kid at like, her kid was like 13 on the train or something like that. And she whipped out her boob and put it in his mouth to shut his ass up. She might name her kid Mother's Milk. The
His
whole
full
show is not
name's
dirty.
his full name's Marvin T. Milk.
Oh, so that explains Eminem, but where you get Mother's Milk, but his last name is Milk. So okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. So he's basically part of the original team with the Butcher and Frenchie, whatever they involved in. That's why I said Butcher really wasn't lying when he said he was somehow Fed affiliated. I just don't think he was fully telling the truth, but they definitely was doing something with the Feds. And now Mother's Milk is working with I guess underprivileged youth. The butcher want to bring the boys back together. And clearly, the look on his face, Mother Milk face, him and Butcher ain't friends. Yeah, him and Butcher ain't friends.
Well, they clearly have a history.
That's a fact. That's a big fact. I'm not even gonna lie to you. We learn more about it as the show goes on. They kind of give you a brief hint. I think his issue is more with Frenchie than with actually the Butcher. But I guess the Butcher seems to have been the leader of the little crew. So nah, you the leader, nigga. You get the blame too. So
I
now
think there was
we
a
left.
mutual respect there for the butcher, and I think that's what made him kind of fall in line, or you know, go back to with him.
Fair enough. So now we got the senator on the news. The whole gist of Vault at this point seems to want to get involved with the military. They want their soups. I guess that's the biggest payday. We know that today. Anybody who has anything to do with military contracts is gonna make the most money, whatever the fuck they selling. If it's toilet tissue or guns, military pay the most. But
Yeah.
this dude is kind of against it. I guess he feels, nah, who fuck want their weapons, controlling shit. Which I guess from a, military standard, that makes sense. Would you want your nuke being able to run the army?
Wasn't he against it, and then they got the video on him, and that's when he changed his
Yeah.
tune, right?
Well, he had no choice at that point. But right here at the beginning, at this point, before that video, he's like, fuck that. And that makes sense. If you had the opportunity, would you want this? If there was real superheroes, would you want superheroes running your military? It's like,
So,
Probably not.
you said, probably not.
I mean, so it's kind of a tough question because if you can have soups in your military where you're not going to have as many deaths, civilian, I mean, even military deaths, you're saving lives, which is, if you're going to war, that's the whole thing you want to do. But then it's also kind of the next thing is, well, eventually the other countries are going to get their own soups. And then it's just going to be, well, who has the better soups? And then the military people are just kind of, I hate to say this way, they're just kind of pawns just to kind of hold the line until you can get some kind of soup there. So it's like, you know, I don't know. Food for thought.
Uh, yeah, nah, that makes sense. Can't argue that. We're moving along. We got Shorty and that's the reason that anyway, we'll talk about that later. Now we got my boy Homelander, which is a little vain because he's standing right in front of his own picture. So I'm gonna say he's a little vain. He has a real sick infatuation with this lady. I think her name was Stillwell, Rebel Spectre said. The infatuation goes deep, and that baby's I think that's his natural rival right there for the same situation. I don't know. So Butcher got Mother's Milk back. The Mother's Milk main thing was don't have Frenchie back. You better not have Frenchie. And like usual, nah, of course I don't have Frenchie. And then we would have Frenchie walk in. So they go at each other. There's some words said. Frenchie pull out a little pig sticker. So whatever happened in their last mission, that I'm assuming the mission that caused them to break up, which they explained it if you remember. Frenchie fucked up. Frenchie, Frenchie's a little bit of an airhead. They were supposed to be doing the mission. Frenchie was supposed to be tailing somebody in the mission. And Frenchie walked off, and whatever the case might be. Mind you, we find out in later episodes what happened. But Frenchie walked off. Him walking off caused some people to get murdered. So that animosity is still high. So now his phone ring. You got to pay attention. Anytime either look at his shirts and look at when his phone ring. Yo, the songs that he be playing for his wife and the shirts he be rocking be hilarious. So now they tailing Popclaw. I think it's Popclaw. Popclaw is A Chain's girlfriend, his little Susia. They still need information. And Huey's helping, so they're going after A Train because I guess that keeps Huey interested. So they going to fix some shit. Would you let them dudes in? Do they look like repair? Well, Huey might look like a repairman. This dude right here don't look nothing like no repairman.
It looks
Are
like
they
a
not,
bodyguard.
am I wrong though? If them dudes knock on my door, I'll be like, nah, your partner got to work outside, brother. You can come in, homie. That dude, that dude gonna have to stay outside. Like he almost give off vibe like, yeah, this nigga got a gun on him. Look at his whole face.
Like, he looks like the bodyguard. He really does.
Is what I'm saying. Like he clearly has no reason to be there. So I'd have been like, something is off. And the fact that she used to be a hero or she's whatever has power, she clearly a fucking idiot. Because I'd have been like, something is off. A Train got a little taste though. She rocking that little pixie cut. And is it me or is all the superheroes a little vain? Because look what she got, a bunch of butt ass naked pictures of her on the wall.
Uh-huh.
What up,
Wait,
James? Did you get
wait,
at it?
wait, wait. You guys don't have naked pictures of yourselves on the wall?
No, but if you think that's something I should invest in, maybe I have to get a big one, a bigger ass cheek picture or something done. It's not your opinion. You don't get to just. All you get to do is enjoy its presence. That's it. Mind you, they were tasteful. She looks very intelligent, and her and A Train. They find out A Train like a little milk in his coffee. All right, A Train, I see you, brother. As they fucking with her computer. And look at the disgust on this dude's face when he see A Train. He's like that motherfucker. And the funny part is, while she doing that, who does that? Who leave motherfuckers working on your shit and just walk off? She don't even realize they sitting there putting cameras in her shit and all that. She just sitting there getting saucy. Say word, Red. A superhero? That's hilarious. And then as they leaving after they do their job, boom, Huey walks face to face to A Train. The sad part about this was A Train had no clue who the fuck the dude was. He just kind of like, hey, what up, dude? And that shit enraged this dude. It fucking enraged him. Look at him. The fact that he didn't know who this dude was. After, because remember in episode 1 and 2, he actually made A Train speak to him and apologize, if you remember, and took the money and all that bullshit. So that's even worse. This dude literally just had a conversation and stood this close to you and had no clue. So that's like, look, even and Mother's Milk realized he's like, come on, we gotta go. So this is bugged out. That's remember Queen Maeve, Wonder Woman, so to speak. This is the type of training session. She got a bunch of fully grown, muscular ass dudes coming at her, and she put the beans on all their ass. So now we get a call, and they send Maeve and Homelander to go take care of it. And I'm still just amazed the fact that they gave this man a fucking cock piece in this suit. That shit is crazy. Why didn't they give her a boob piece if they're gonna do all that?
Amazed or attracted?
I don't know if I'm attracted. I'm just a little impressed. That's all. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm feeling some type of way. Like shit. The fuck is that? What Compound V do? Because I might need a little boost.
Yeah. It's just something about this show, they just do things like that. It's
Now look at this scene though. This scene is hilarious. You got all the cops ducking behind shit, looking up and away from the gunfire, and these motherfuckers just walking through like nothing. Clearly unaffected, not worried about no shots or nothing. They all amped up. Oh yeah, good. Y'all guys is here. Y'all can take care of this shit. And like the heroes in this round, they go upstairs. Yeah, we got this, and then they chill in the hallway. They chill in the hallway, just boom.
Well, with this, he wound up flying up, and she had to take the elevator up because he left her ass on the floor.
That's hilarious. Now wait, can Wonder Woman fly? No, right?
Uh,
Really going that close? I know she had the invisible jet, but I don't know if that was a little bullshit for the TV show. And actually, she could fly. I don't
it,
know though.
se- it seems to me like in the comic, the original Wonder Woman could not fly. She had to have her jet.
Right, the invisible jet. But I don't know if I remember if later on did they give her
I
because
think
later on they started almost making her 100% like Superman.
Yeah.
I
I
want to
know
say
she
I
could
think they
jump
did.
a long ways.
Ah, kind of like the Incredible Hulk jump off.
Yeah, yeah. She
Well, if
could
they
do
give
that
her
in
that,
the
maybe
new
she didn't
movies.
fly. Yeah, so maybe she didn't fly then because usually when they give her that ability, that they give to people who can't fly. They give that long jump shit. Oh, they can jump 10 blocks. That shit ain't flying though. Let them go to Florida and try to jump to Hawaii. They gonna swim somewhere along the line because them motherfuckers ain't jumping all the way that far.
So yeah, they made in modern interpretations they had her where she can fly. So basically, she's just a woman version of Superman, or however the hell you want to say it.
That's what I'm saying. I remember she started out oddly enough that the damn person who created her had a little bit of a dominatrix fetish. And towards the end, she basically was female Superman right now. So it's just crazy.
Uh,
And then they walk in, easily handle everybody. Which, why would you even bother though? That's what I don't even get. If I'm a big criminal in this realm, in this world, and I'm doing my thing, I'm robbing the bank, and these motherfuckers showed it. That game over. I'm dropping my gun, calling it the day. What am I doing? Unless I'm a superhero too, or got some kind of powers too, this is all worthless. That's something from the comics I never understand too. Maybe Batman. Maybe
no,
Batman. Even though
no.
Batman's calling people out, but Batman is at least human. These motherfuckers like Lex Luthor and all these motherfuckers that go after like Superman. Really? What are you doing?
Well, all right. Out of everybody, I'd rather go against Superman than Batman.
Why is that? I might beat Batman. Batman is human. If I train hard enough and I get nasty enough with my skills, I might be able to put the beans on. We seen people beat the Batman the fuck up. Batman get beat up almost every other issue.
No.
Who the fuck is beating up Superman? You got an M16 shooting him in the face and the dude is standing there. What are you doing to Superman?
So, here's the thing. Out of everybody, who can fly in the Justice League? Everybody
Like
but
half them?
Batman, right?
Like half them, yeah.
Okay. And
Not
does
all of them, but half of
and
them at
those
least.
half of those guys still go in the jet with Batman. He's telling these little gods, "No, I know you can fly. You're going to fly with me. You're going to sit on this plane even though you can get there faster, probably handle it without us. No, you're going to sit."
But
He's
that's because
dictating.
he's tactical. He's the tactical leader. But and a straight fist fight, he ain't beating nobody. Batman getting stomped out. It's like Captain America. Captain America is one of the greatest tactical minds created in the comic book. And he know when to be like, all right, guys, a Hulk, Thor, you're gonna have to handle this one because he's not that person. He's not
But
that person.
who's the most? All right, Superman doesn't have to train because he's just naturally how he is. Batman, he is, you know, one step away from if he ever breaks his code of not killing people, who are you more afraid of? If so, like,
But
okay, the
again,
Batman that laughs, or I think that's how it is. That's Batman when he gets taken over the Joker serum and he starts going cuckoo crazy, where he doesn't care about killing people. Like, he's
but
fucking
even then,
insane.
which is true. But even then, if you go in, remember he's that nasty because he trained for years. So you telling me if you train for years, he has trouble beating Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul be kicking his ass left and right. So the dude can be beat if you're nice enough to beat him. Superman can't be, even if you use kryptonite and he's a weakened state, the dude's still built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. So you know what I'm saying? So you pull out the kryptonite, yeah, you lost your superhuman strength, and then you punch him in the face and he's still like, you hit like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you doing?
I'm just more afraid of fucking Batman than go. I Here's the thing. At least if I know, if I'm gonna say I'm gonna go against Superman, I know I'm gonna lose unless I have fucking kryptonite or unless I have something up my sleeve. Batman, I might be the day that he's in a fucking bad mood, and when he drops me from the fucking ceiling, my neck's gonna snap, or he's just gonna fucking toy with me until I fucking croak myself.
Speaking
You
of
know?
snapping, Bane. Bane broke the motherfucker back. You remember that movie? That man was
Yeah.
laid up in the jail cell for months. Months. You know how many robberies I could have pulled if I was rolling with Bane's crew at that point? You know what I'm saying? I could have robbed half of Gotham at that point while he was hanging from his cell trying to fix his back. So Superman would have got his back broke. Superman
Well,
would have
Superman's got
smacked
his
Bane
back
so
broken
stupid.
though. He's
Not by
had
Bane,
not by Bane,
by another alien esque creature. We talking about a human, a no powered human at that. Not even a little bit. Not even super soldier serum type of human. A
well, that's
straight
what
no
Bane is
power
though.
bankrupt.
Bane's on super serum, except he needs it constantly. It
No,
doesn't
Bane is
change
on
his.
like Incredible Hulk super serum though. It's not Captain America. I would assume Bane is way stronger than Captain America.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're going by maybe Marvel, the movies,
Let me ask you this: you throw a car at Bane, can he catch it?
in the cartoons, yeah.
Okay, now
In the
it,
movies, no.
it's 50-50. Depends on which movie, because I think they showed Bane
I
and with Poison Ivy at one point, and that Bane probably could have caught a car.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that one. Yeah,
Yeah, so that
I
one
was
could
just thinking of
possibly
the
caught a
recent one,
car.
so that's where my brain went.
The recent one was more gritty, but that one would have caught a car. And
Yeah.
if you throw a car at Captain America, I'm almost 95% sure catching it would not be his thought.
No, but at the same point, you you have to remember he held that fucking helicopter from fucking taking off. That
Yes,
took
but
some
grabbing
strength.
something, yes, it did take strength. He's definitely stronger than an average human. But Bane, like I said, is on an Incredible Hulk type strength. His
Mm.
thought process wouldn't be to catch the car. His thought
Okay,
process would be to weave the car, to jump out the way, to flip, to do some acrobatic shit and climb up the car in the air and flip off type shit. He
so
would.
all right. So then let me ask you this: do you think who is stronger then? And this it's a and I'll get to the point. Thanos or Hulk?
Who's what?
Stronger, Hulk or Thanos?
Overall, I'm gonna give it to Hulk because the angrier he get, the stronger he get.
Just
Theoretically,
base level.
theoretically. So
Theoretically.
now,
So
without
if they're
that,
just in
because
their
remember,
base anger versus base form,
no Infinity Gauntlet.
no Infinity Gauntlet, just base normal Hulk at his anger, like normal anger level versus
Hulk should
Thanos.
be slightly stronger, I would assume. Slightly stronger.
Okay.
And with no Infinity Gauntlet, nothing like that. Because remember, in the movie, he had the Power Stone. He had a couple stones when he was putting the beams on Hulk.
Yeah, but he wasn't using them.
You got the Power Stone connected. You throwing blows. I'm almost sure subconsciously that's gonna affect, is gonna. You're a goddamn near at this point. Each one of those stones he added to that glove got him closer to godhood.
Not going to deny that. That probably a discussion we can have maybe later. The reason why I was saying it is because in Infinity War, Captain America was basically holding Thanos at one point. Not now he was going to lose that battle, but he was holding him for the most part. So he was holding his own against the Thanos, which even going by your standards, where he's slightly not as strong. Do you kind of get where I'm getting at with that?
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
So that's the only reason why, you know, I don't know.
I ain't mad at you. But imagine if look. This man literally just rips through these cats,
Yeah.
and then realized, wait a second, we might have fucked up. We got to make it look good. So he basically takes the gun and shoots her ass up, proving my point. You got all these high tech weapons, and look, this bitch ain't even flinching, and she got a little kinky. She gave us a hint that they used to clap cheeks. She said something like, "The things I let you do." He's like, "We're not even together no more, bitch. Come on, calm down." Nothing. Look. And they just watching her dirty ass with A Train. Look at her sucking toes. I heard that's how you got 3 kids, Jim. You was toe sucker. That true?
Oh.
Uh
Uh,
oh. Uh oh. The
no.
silence is deafening.
No, that was never my thing.
Ah, he said, "I'm good. I don't want no hooks in my mouth. Fuck out of here." That's hilarious.
Yeah, I'm ticklish.
Ah, he's doing it. He said, "I'm tickling." So I'm assuming you don't do no pedicures then, right? I can see James giggling in the salon, yeah, as they fucking with
I probably would.
his feet. Oh, shit. I don't know. I ain't never had nobody suck no toes. That's crazy. She look like she's all into it. There's other things I would prefer, sucked if that's gonna be the case.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm just saying, if that's gonna be the case, if you in that kind of mood, come a little higher, please, just a little bit higher. And the worst is he be running, so his feet must be all nasty. He must got like athlete foot to like the 12th power, because he's a
oh.
runner. Ew, his feet must be like Flintstone feet, all hard and nasty. And she didn't even take off his uniform. She just wanted his toes. What a dirty bitch. She's tight at him because he's racing and all the publicity going up to the race, they making it seem like he's single. So he's not feeling that. At the same point, he's shook to death about this race. So I think he's realizing that he might not win the race. So he want to use some more V to kind of boost this shit up like a dope fiend. She must be his connect somehow because he coming to her talking about it, trying to get it, and these dudes are just watching the film.
That prior discussion there reminds me when we get to the season or episodes where the guy shrinks down and jumps inside the dude. You know what I'm saying? Let me
Classic.
know. Let me know, and I'm gonna be like sick probably that stream.
All right, so we definitely won't tell you that. So we definitely won't tell you because that's gonna be the classicness. That's hilarious. They got it set up like a straight up X video setup. Look, they got the bedroom. They got they got all the spots that they could possibly clap in. That's hilarious. And there's the compound V. First off, let me ask you this: would you take it if there was actually a medicine that you could inject to get superpowers? Would you take it?
So are you talking about permanent superpowers, or is it you got to take it, you
Well,
know?
at this point right now, we haven't got to the point where if that they showed us that they might be a temporary version. This version right here, you take this, you permanently have superpowers. Would you do it?
I'd be tempted.
And is it all a random thing? I mean, you don't know what you're gonna get when you take it.
See, that's good to see. That's a great fucking question. No, you don't. That's the crazy part. You
Because it could
think you
be almost anything, right?
yes, and we come to find out the more seasons that pass, and then when you add the show Generation V, some of the powers were straight bullshit, brother. They showed
Yeah,
this
like
dude in Generation V, this motherfucker, his power that his toes became his feet became hands.
yeah, it's crazy.
Like what the fuck? Like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I think we've seen another one, which now mind you, the dude used it spectacularly. It was hilarious the way he used it, but the man's dick, he controlled the length and the girth of his dick. So he was using the shit like a lasso. He was choking motherfuckers with it, but that's really a trash power, yo. Unless you a porn star. If you a porn
Uh,
star, then yo, that's the power you want.
oh, it's all
But
relative at that point.
but other than that, what you going like what are you the cocker? You know what I'm saying? It's like what do you think? Oh no, the
What?
cocker's coming. Everybody running, covering their assholes and shit. It's like
Well,
I don't get that one.
so hold on. You're telling me you know somebody's coming that can change the shape, size, all this shit. You're not gonna be scared?
Scared.
Then
Like
we
I just said, I'm gonna be running covering my asshole because I'm thinking he gonna come and try to splatter my guts and not in the good way.
exactly.
I'd rather die. Shoot me, get Homelander, get Homelander. This is crazy. The man just pop up, just smiling with mad lube, and his shit just hit the floor. Wow, criminals, no.
He comes in with baby oil.
Nah, that's crazy. Another bugged out power was homie with the butthole. This dude made like different dimension compartments in his ass. He was transporting full grown adults in his ass.
What?
His asshole was like a pocket dimension. Like you could slide in his ass and you was in another
Oh,
realm type shit. I don't know if I would have been the one to volunteer and see, and be like, let me go in first. I don't know, but they showed him in one of the Generation V episodes, and he transported like six grown adults in his ass. And it looked crazy when he was pushing them out because you would swear this man is just taking the shit of people.
mhm.
But Butcher got what he wanted. They wanted evidence that there was actually a compound V because if you remember in the last one when he was talking to the that Fed chick, she wanted evidence. So he got his evidence. And look, he looked like a little thirst ball. And we going back to the race, A Train versus Shockwave. Is it me or Shockwave look a little Mexican in this picture? I don't know. So they doing a little part of their mission while the Shockwave A Train race is going down. They basically want to get that compound V. They know A Train took a bottle of that shit, so they trying to get a sample of that shit. That Shockwave right there, clearly. A Train. See, look at the bottom here. So not only are they racing for who's going to be on the seven, A Train is possibly going to get a shoe deal because all this shit is publicity, all this shit is money because Vault is a business. We got Mother Milk in the stand, people wilding out. Huey acting like paparazzi. We got A Train, Frenchie in the vent. The plan look like it's coming together. That's A Train brother amping them up. And they got her to do it. We got Starlight and Black Noir. The fact that the dude is a black dude under here, that's, I don't know, I feel like it might be a little racist. The black dude name is Black Noir. And reading a little more into it, the reason he had this full costume is because he was one of the earliest superheroes. So being an earlier superhero in the time of Nazis and racism and segregation and all that type of shit, they didn't like the idea of a black superhero. So they was like, listen, fully cover yourself and we'll call you Black Noir to represent that you're black, but we just don't want nobody to know you're really black. So this is what they came up with, which is kind of hilarious. Now she looked like a superhero. She kept the gloves though. It looked like James. All that intricacy you was talking about, she still got that. They just made her look like she wearing a little panty, a little romper set. And we got Queen Maeve. So they got everybody here at the race. Homelander coming. They got Shorty signing autographs. Now, never forget this chick right here, though, because as the seasons come along, she go from a little butt ass fucking assistant. She start getting some real power later on. But right now, she's basically brown noser extraordinaire. So she's taking a selfie. This one has the old Starlight uniform. And I don't remember, but I think she might have actually made a comment here, like, "Oh, I like this uniform better." So taking her picture, she feel like her tits is about to fly out, so she kind of has to palm her titties in. And it's funny because that's exactly what somebody in the crowd shout, "Show them titties!" That probably would have been me. Show them titties! Show them titties!
There he is.
Yeah, look, there we go. Show them titties! And the best, the dude look like he might actually work for Vault. He like you got a worker's badge. Show them titties! And then the little girl kind of realized, damn, bitch, why are you showing your titties? I thought you were supposed to be wholesome. You a little bit of a whore. The D told me what you did. Imagine. Imagine the little girl to be like, the D told me what you did. And that shit kind of bothered. Not for nine, though. She do look, she is rocking that uniform, though. They got her hair looking all Farrah Fawcett-y. She rocking the fuck out the outfit, though. I ain't gonna hold you. All she had to do was zip that shit up a little bit. Look how low that zipper is. She could have zipped it up to mid boob. She didn't have to go all low boob.
Spectre's here.
Okay, hold on. Let me get his ass in. Walking guy.
Yeah, the show. You know how they want the public to love them, and they have movies and all that merchandise and stuff, and just the way the people act towards them and stuff. Even if they do something horrific, like that one time Homelander killed that dude, and the guy was still like, "Yeah."
Yeah, but you know what? It took a second. Spectre, you good, brother? Welcome, welcome. Took you 100 hours, but welcome.
Yeah. What's going on?
Chilling, chilling. So I'm sure you was listening because I seen you in the chat, brother.
Partially, yeah. Especially with the superheroes. Who could beat who?
Oh, did you have a thought on who's the fastest speedster?
Um, I have to think about that one.
Oh, so who you think is gonna be who? Oh, better yet, who would you rather think that you have a chance to beat? Batman or Superman?
If I had kryptonite bullets, I could probably take out Superman.
Just you as an average human. What average human you know has kryptonite bullets just laying around, guy?
You could make them. It's possible.
Yeah, yeah. Where you getting the kryptonite from?
From Lex Luthor.
Oh, from Lex Luthor, because he just gonna give up his kryptonite stash to an average
His
human that he
his
don't know from a hole in the
his
wall.
whole his powered suit is kryptonite based. What are you talking about? He probably has a
So you're
spare in
gonna
the back.
sneak into his building and chip at his suit, is what you're telling me? I don't think he's gonna be okay with that, sir.
Nah, because he wants to kill himself. But no,
Exactly.
I'm gonna steal that, rob him of that chance.
So in other words, you're gonna die because you're gonna go after Superman. Because
And
again, even with kryptonite, he's built like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
listen, I'll find a way. Did you see
You will
that?
get your ass beat the fuck up.
I will use a decoy. I will use a decoy. Somebody, oh, help me, and then like, oh, hey, you okay? Boom! He don't see it coming. It worked
You
for
do know he's faster than a speeding bullet, right?
yes, but not to innocent people. He ain't gonna be like, oh, he'll let his guard down. You know,
You do know he has X-ray vision too, right? So where are you gonna hide that gun that that man won't see?
it's gonna be lead laced. It's gonna be lead laced vest. Shit, I thought this through.
So now that's not gonna be odd. I show up on scene with X-ray vision, and the one dude in the area is wearing something I can't see through. That don't look suspicious.
Oh come on, he's gullible, and naive. Oh, be like, why you have a?
What Superman we talking about here, brother? He said he gullible and naive. This is Superman. Superman would have been losing battles if he was gullible and naive.
in in the Justice League Doom, he fell for it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he knew, and he was like, let me see how this play out. They can't beat me, so fuck it. Let me see how this play out.
well, exactly. That's what it got him because all that hubris, what are they gonna do? And boom, just like in that movie where he tried to save the guy, but the guy ended up shooting him, which was a ploy from Vandal Savage.
Yes, yes.
Of course, he was saved by Marvin
The
Mish.
bottom line is, we get ahead of ourselves. You wouldn't be able to beat Superman as a regular human. You might be able to train yourself to the level, like let's say if you was Bruce Lee. I'm pretty sure Bruce Lee would beat the fuck out of Batman. I'm
No.
almost sure Chuck Norris can beat Batman. Chuck Norris can beat the fucking bear. Chuck Norris can beat Batman.
Shit, I'm more about Batman. He might snap.
Uh, Thank you.
He
Listen,
might,
even if Batman snap, he's a human, dude. He's a human. He just trained himself to the peak of perfection. I'll give him that. But the point is, he's a regular human. You have a chance to be the human. He
yeah,
slip, he trip, he throw a punch and fucking Alfred call his name so he look and I'm able to sneak a good shot at it. It's a possibility. I don't give a fuck how good the shot is. You sneak a shot in with Superman, you can sneak 100 shots in with Superman. You're not doing nothing to this man.
But he's the poster boy, so that's the thing. You have to put him in a position where, you know, go in the spot where you're gonna lose your fucking powers with, with a red sun or something like that. Otherwise, I'm gonna set off 5 bombs. You're not gonna be able to save everybody. Superman will say, I'm gonna go there. Just don't blow up the people.
But again,
Batman's gonna
okay, so
say no, fuck you.
no, because Batman still do shit for Gotham, so that's false. Batman would still do it too, as much as I hate to say it. He might try a way to figure out a way to get out of it, while Superman would just be like, "Okay, I'll die then." But Batman will do it too, because Batman is still while he's an
Yeah.
anti-hero, he's still a hero. Even the fucking Punisher would do it
Uh
if you got people on the line.
mm-hmm.
True, true. I try to overplay my hand with that one a little bit.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. The bottom line is, you got a human and you got a fucking alien god.
A human
While,
that can
while
get
they
the
both,
little
yeah, no,
god
they
you're
both.
talking about.
I'm gonna agree they can both kick my ass. I'm sure, but my statement is, I feel I would have a better chance to win against a human than against the fucking Kryptonian fucking wall, basically.
Just a regular human, not a human with magic, because that's
No
other.
magic, no nothing. You just a regular human. Because the scene that we
It's
was talking about was the bank robbers. So you going in the bank with guns, you just robbing the bank, you turn around and Superman or Batman pops into the jump off.
But Superman wouldn't be suspecting you to carry kryptonite bullets, so you got a shot taking him out. He's just standing there
Easy
like
with
an
the
idiot.
kryptonite bullet. We've seen Superman get hit with kryptonite bullets in movies, and who win at the end?
I'm just saying, he thinks, oh, what's he gonna do with that M16? Not realizing there's a clip full of kryptonite bullets. It's like, oh shit,
But then see now we're not an average human anymore. You just said you got to. Where the fuck did you get a clip of kryptonite bullets, dude?
Oh my god. It's not again. I'll talk to Lex Luthor or somebody, you know, somebody or kidnap Bizarro and kill him.
How you gonna do that? You might as well
Uh,
just say you found a genie lamp and you making wishes now, brother, because this is crazy.
it's possible. If you put your mind to it, you can get these lanes.
If you had Mr. Mixel Click in your pocket, maybe I agree.
Please, I don't need bullets for that. I was like, yo, I need something.
No, because he's magical. He can. Oh, you want a clip of bullets? Hold on, clip. Shut up, bitch.
I'm just saying, there's ways to get bullets for the Kryptonian bullets, kryptonite.
Anyway, so moving along. So they, got the little Mike Tyson entrance. They getting ready for their race. We already know your boy took a little injection of that V. They got the full football stadium. What do you think? A college stadium, or you think that's a pro? We still in
What?
there acting like he's a photographer. That look like a pro stadium, no?
Hmm? I
Frenchie
almost feel
doing
like
his ninja
it's.
shit. So right here is Huey notices Starlight. So he strike up a conversation. She's still feeling some type of way. And the only reason he's doing that is to give your boy Frenchie a chance to not get caught because he's clearly hanging or obvious swinging in the corner there.
It's like
I
Spider
don't know
Man.
how he pulled it. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how he pulled Starlight because while she a country bumpkin, Huey's a doofus.
Yeah, but he's like a laughable doofus.
Maybe. But look, you could tell she's like, I'm gonna let him hit. She said, yeah, I'm gonna let him hit. I'm gonna break his hips. Imagine if she smashes like what was the name of that superhero movie with Uma Thurman when she was breaking
Uh,
niggas' hips when she was riding them? Oh, what was that called?
uh, man. Superhero? Uma Thurman?
Oh no, my super ex girlfriend. That's what it was.
Oh
Remember she
yeah.
was
Oh
she
Oh,
was crazy. She
yeah.
was crazy. You seen that? You seen that, James? My super ex girlfriend.
Yeah.
Haven't. I haven't.
Oh, you gotta check that out, kid. It's Uma Thurman, and she's basically Superwoman. And her Clark Kent is like a nerdy teacher or some bullshit. So she meet a dude. The dude, they fall in love type shit. But come to find out, she's a superhero. And when she fucking through the bed, through the wall. She like it was hilarious.
Yeah, I think Luke
Frenchie.
Wilson played the guy.
Yes, yes, yes. He was basically like the Huey. He was just like the regular dude.
He was the Lois Lane type.
Yeah, exactly. Except he was hilarious. He's like the everyman. If you was able to smash Supergirl, he was like, yeah, yeah, I'm with it. Maybe we should fuck in the air. Come on, take me up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll fuck in the air.
Uh,
So he's up in the locker room. You can clearly see that A Train shit all in the box. I guess A Train walk around with a bunch of different uniforms. and they all got the earpieces in, so they talk. And I'm telling you, the butcher definitely was some kind of federal agent.
But
You know who she remind me of in this picture? Looking at her in this scene, she kind of give me like a real Taylor Swift type vibe. She's
oh
all
my
like
god, I was
extra
just thinking
skinny.
that too.
She's like all like extra skinny. Her fucking shoulders is all hunched in.
You're just waiting to break a song, and
Yeah, exactly. What are they eating? Seaweed? I know that's all right. All right, Spectre. You're the beer expert. What kind of beer are they drinking?
the fuck I know, probably lager
Yo,
or
you stupid.
amber ale,
he said, he said amber ale. Yo, you stupid.
pilsner.
But they got a bowl of Brussels sprouts. What the fuck? That's what they give you cats now when y'all go drink beer. They give you a bowl of leaves. What the fuck?
You're a fucking squirrel.
They do you we being sneaky like usual. And we got look. This chick got no hips whatsoever. Look at that shit. She's like hipless.
Hey,
No, no, James. It's the same design, but it's clearly a different glove though, because I don't think her last uniform gloves went all the way to the fucking bicep, did it?
Yeah, those are a different color, so they're just probably new ones that go with that outfit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They just kept that little like intricacy that you was talking about on the other side.
Yeah, they got the star for starlight going on.
Yeah. Listen, Huey think a lot of himself though. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna clap a superhero. Fuck it. He said I was with a regular girl and she exploded. I need a superhero so I know she's safe.
hmm,
So they get into the race. Not for nothing. My man Waves is spinning. You see that shit? That man shit is tight. Like he been working on his waves since he was like 5. And then we got the Mexicano. I feel like he's Mexican. I could be, misgenderized, racial, being all racial and shit, but I don't know.
that's his
So they
brother.
amping, yeah, they amping each other up. Or he's amping A Train up. If he only knew A Train was shooting up in the back before the race, he knows though. He knows too.
Hmm.
And they watching Pop Rocks at the house. We looking at Homelander and them in the crowd. Homelander's so disgusted with the whole shit right now. Because I don't know if we passed it or if it's about to come up. But Homelander presses A Train. He's been pressing A Train for a minute. He's like, look, you getting fat, motherfucker. Look at your stomach. He's like, you getting fat. But they're about to go. Homelander just there flexing. Flexing his fake chest muscle and his fake six pack. And now that I'm looking more at his uniform, is that fake biceps too?
Well, they got to get off the look.
Yeah, I don't know. They did him. They could have got a more muscular dude if they was gonna go that route. And look, they make eye contact.
I think
Everybody's
that was
looking at the race, huh?
I think that was the most intense scene right there, where he just stares at him. Butcher is like, "I'm gonna get you, motherfucker. I know what you did. I know what you did." And Homelander's like, "Okay, whatever."
Homelander just wondering why everybody's looking one way. Why the fuck this weirdo looking at me?
Exactly.
I know he probably like I know dudes want to clap me in the world, but why one of them got to be standing, 50 yards in front of me? Like what the fuck?
Exactly. And he just stare at him intensely.
Hard body too. Hard body.
Yeah.
He just grilling
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Now see the Homelander I know and love would have flew over there and ripped his head off. Stop staring. Snap. What the fuck wrong with you? Back to the race. Give us a little butt cheek shot of Shockwave. A little butt cheek of A Train.
He's still staring at him.
That's what I'm saying. Look, now your man home. I think before Homelander didn't really notice. Now he's kind of like, wait a second. How the fuck this weirdo keeps staring at me? And the race is off. And the fucking speed they take off with, as you see, is like breaking sound barriers. Everybody gets pushed back a little bit, and the race is done. So literally, the amount of time it took to start the race, the shit is done. And if you look at the clock, what is it? 1 second, 1.169 of a second it took for them to race around the whole football field.
Pretty much.
And when they judge it by miles per hour, A Train went 371, Shockwave was 342. That's fast as fuck, though. I ain't even gonna hold you. I don't even think a race car of it was like one of those drag race cars. It couldn't hit that speed, could it?
A race car, it had to go way beyond. Yeah, I forget what the speed is to break the sound barrier.
No, but I'm talking about can a race car, like the big long drag race cars, can they go to 371 miles an hour?
Yeah, they're called funny cars.
Oh, so it could go that high though.
It could.
Fair enough. Pop Rocks is all happy. Her man won as she's
300
sitting there knocking back the liquor.
popcorn.
We got Homelander again. Kind of like, yeah, good
Slow
job.
clap. Slow clap. Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah. Good job. Yeah, whatever the fuck. They're going back to Pop Claw. Sauced up with her V. This is her kind of bugging out, if I remember correctly, because they was interviewing A Train and he mentioned like, "Yeah, baby, I'm free for them ladies out there." So Popcorn caught a fit. She decided to let me take a little edge off. And mind you, they're recording all this shit, and they show that end clip. A Train is kind of cracking jokes. I'm the man. I told you. Blah 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 blah. I'm single. Popcorn catch a fit and shoots up. She got that little orgasmic look, like she's like, yeah. And then
Yeah.
she proceeds to fucking bench press 1 billion pounds. Look at this shit.
Shit, that's a lot.
Not for nothing. While her power is trash, clearly she also has super strength. So she has the
Really?
whack ass fucking bone spikes like Baracus, and she has super strength.
It seems like all the soups have a little bit, some kind of strength more than others. It seems like it. Like even Starlight might have some strength, but not as good as Homelander.
Well, clearly Homelander, as of right now, seems to be the strongest superhero. We haven't come across of an Incredible Hulk type,
Yeah.
but we have come across, yes, like you said, other heroes that have strength. But I don't think every hero has strength. The same way I don't think every hero can fly or every hero is indestructible. But she's clearly putting fucking heavy duty bodybuilders to shame right now with these presses.
Yeah.
And the funny part is, look at all their faces. They realize, like, what the fuck? They're like, what the
Pretty
fuck?
much. Hmm.
And now she's doing her little Baraka training. That power is trash. That would that be one of your top 5 powers, Spectre?
Fuck no. The super strength, yeah, but not that shitty Wolverine claw, really, whatever you call that. That tail
It's,
claw.
yeah, yeah, it's like a Wolverine, but it's just one spike coming out the wrist. That's why I said it's like
Yeah,
Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
yeah, definitely. She's one of the races or whatever.
And then we got I don't even know his name. What was it? Ahmed Habibi or something like that. The
That's
landlord.
the landlord. Yeah,
He knocked on the door, and clearly it looked like this wasn't the first time. But he's like, "Yo, rent. I've been looking for you. It's the 18th. Rent was due on the first. Mama, what's going on? It's time to pay." And clearly because they never really. I'm assuming it's because she's a little bit of a dope fiend, as you see, but they never really explained why. But she's not working, so Vault gave her the boot. Even though she's clapping cheeks with one of the seven, she ain't got no money. So she invites him in, and he just happened. He wasn't even staring. He just happened to look at the butt ass naked pictures of her. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, like I remember the scene. He kind of just looked up, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you like that? You like superhero women?" He was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess." You know what I'm saying? Like he was all confused. You could see it in his face. Like, "Oh yeah, I guess."
I'm just here for the rent.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I just want the money though, miss. You got the cash. So she decides, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna give you the cash, but I'll let you clap these cheeks if we call it even. Even now, in the middle of them role playing, the fear on his face because he clearly don't know what the fuck going on. He came for his money. He's all confused.
Yeah. Look at Huey in the back. He's like, oh my god.
Well, that's because it goes from her with her little black skirt and little bra set in the background to her dancing to her sitting on his face to her orgasming, squeezing her butt cheeks, and splat. That man
Yeah,
brain, that man brains is all on the floor.
he goes to Valhalla.
Listen, the fact that they all like, oh shit. But yeah, Huey's expression is classic. So now is that a way you want to die, Spectre? If you
Fuck.
can choose your death,
Of course, of
you want to
course.
die by butt cheek.
But
Frenchie was pretty shocked as well, and he's kind of freaky,
yes,
I'm saying
himself. But
though,
he was even
Frenchie's
uh,
probably the
uh,
shocked.
freakiest one. He ain't never seen no butt cheeks crush a head though. I'll tell you.
yes.
Now look at Mother's Milk though. Mother's Milk was like, yeah, I want to go that way. That's the way I want to go when it's my time.
With a
And then
smile on the
Butcher's,
face.
yeah, Butcher's just like, ew.
He's like, nope.
She got all that Indian dude all up in her butthole now. Ew. And look, ew. You think he even realized, or you think it was quick? You
It
think
was
it was like a slow squeeze and then it just popped?
he had no idea. He wasn't
I think it
react.
was quick. I think
Yeah.
he was like, this bitch got her nasty ass butt in my face, and then it was just over. You know what I'm saying? Like splat, like, oh no.
Uh, she's like,
She
oh
got her
wait.
nut off though. She's like, oh God, it was good. Was it good for you? Oh. She was like, oh, I
Ah
guess it
shit.
wasn't.
Not
Yeah, I
again.
guess it wasn't. Yeah, I guess it wasn't that good for you. I forgot. That's why I fuck with superheroes. This twat can break rocks. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
She gave him good head.
Look. You literally see his shit all crushed. Matter of fact, yo, you know who he looks like, James? He looked like Glenn. He looked like Glenn after Negan got in his ass.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Sure enough.
That's hilarious. And she look all surprised. What you thought happened? You literally just squeezed your whole ass cheek on his head, and you're super powered off that V. What you thought was gonna happen? Don't look surprised.
Yeah.
And
He was
again,
like,
poor traumatized Huey.
he's like, I don't know if that's
He
how
ain't
I want
never
to go.
he ain't never gonna let a chick sit on his face again. That's it. It's done. He said from this day forth I'm Jamaican. I'm never eating vagina. Yeah. He said, you seen that shit? Nah, no way.
Rather you break my hips than my head.
Yeah. He said that bitch crushed him like a Venus flytrap. No way. And then they press her. And what's even funnier, she got the man body on the floor crushed. They walk in on her ass and she gonna try to fight. What you fighting about, bitch? We got this whole shit recorded. Come on, stop the bullshit.
Yeah, they asked her about the V.
That's a fact. That's a fact. The brew made a good point. She said, he gave good head. He gave all his head, not just good head. He gave all the head. That's it. It was funny, but this opened up the chance to press her, and he shows a little bit. That's all that was left. If you remember, A Train had a full bottle, so for him
Yeah.
to win that race, he injected a good 75% of that bottle to get that boost. So now he want to know where it comes from, where is it going, what's the deal. And she sings like a fucking canary because she ain't trying to go to jail. And if she has any opportunity to get back with the seven, that shit is gone. If the world find out that she just crushed this Indian head with her butt cheeks,
Pretty much.
we got Stillwell. See what
Oh,
they basically drop Translucent's body somewhere in like the fucking in the water. I forgot where exactly in the water, but the point is Deep finds it and brings it to her. So that's literally all that's left. A couple bags of fucking parts, and she lets Homelander know.
they find them through the transmitter.
No, because that box. Remember, the box is like a Faraday box. It blocked everything. He found it. They
Oh,
had
okay.
something was in the water that he was doing that she had him doing that he brought it back to her. That's why he brought it to her and not to Homelander.
Oh, okay.
Homelander
Oh,
feels some type of way.
it's like we got a villain.
Well, no, well, yes and no. I think he feels some type of way because he's like the audacity of these fucking mortals to fucking try to kill one of us. And then we got not for nothing. She aged. I can't even say she aged good. She looked fucked up. From I think if I remember correctly, she was
Oh,
Adventures
she
in
was.
Babysitting.
Oh yeah, Adventures Babysitter and the Karate Kid. Um,
Oh,
Back to the
that's right.
Future.
She was the girlfriend in the karate and in Back to the Future. She look 95 now, yo. All this
Yeah.
shit up on her neck. I don't know. I
Well,
think it
she's
was
like,
plastic surgery to make this look, try to keep this young, made her fucking neck look wrinkled as fuck.
yeah, it's the neck. I mean, she was everyone's like what 80s crush back in the day.
She and Dawes Adventure in Babysitting, she was the shit.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
in Karate Kid, she was the shit. Good point. I forgot about that. But all they got is a box full of shit. That's what they got. And the best is this. So this is what I was saying earlier when they mentioned, oh, I think the box was because they didn't want Homelander to find it. He left the note for Homelander. He left the note for all the asses. So basically, he knew they was going to find it eventually.
Because the box is made of aluminum, right, or something.
I believe Jim's Alderwrath said it was what zinc Alderwrath?
Yeah, yeah, zinc or something.
Yeah, it was zinc.
Yeah, so the zinc kept from Homelander from seeing through it. But that was what we ended up seeing of this episode, episode 3. So all right, so what was your opinions on the episode? If you was to rate it between 1 and 10, what you think, Spectre?
Um, I go to a 7. I mean, it's still good. I mean, the story's getting now that they are aware of somebody taking out one of their own. But I feel like the story kind of jacked a little bit. It's just
Okay, fair enough. What about you, Alderwrath? Oh, he's MIA right now, so we're gonna skip off. James, what about you, brother?
Um, I'm probably in the 7, 8 range. Just cause I had a lot of other stuff in there, the acting and stuff. This was a pretty well made show compared, and comparing it to a lot of other shows and stuff like that. There's a lot of parts I probably don't like about the show, but at the same time, it's produced really well. It's acted really well, and um, I probably can't remember the whole episode well enough to say, how the story was flowing, but yeah, 7 to 8, somewhere in there.
All right, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm probably give it a 7 too. While I'm biased to superhero flicks, this didn't give us too much but a cleanup of Translucent and a whack ass fucking race between A Train, Dauphine A Train, and Shockwave. The sad part is, Shockwave actually should have won that because if A Train didn't boost up, I don't think he would have beat Shockwave. The world may never know exactly. Shockwave is done already. They kicked his ass out, and I don't think Vault is the type of company that gives too many second chances. So I'm gonna have to say it's a game over for them. Facts. So we're going into episode 4 now. Let me get the screenshots ready for us. The scene, this episode basically started with some Butcher fantasies. This is Butcher's wife, as you can see. It look like they just finished clapping some cheeks. They all happy go lucky. Now, up until this point, we get memories, we get images, we get maybe even a couple times they were spoken about, but we really never get a understanding of what's going on with his wife. We see him fantasizing about her here, about the pudgy ass dog in the corner, and then we actually see him open his eyes and look. And it's funny that they give him him looking at the doll dog. Why the fuck does he have a dog doll and there's no dog? He ain't got no kids, so that's just like a weird connection to the fantasy he just had. So he was looking at the dog, and now he looking at a dog doll. He got the dog cage, so he had a dog,
Uh, mm.
and clearly he's a loser. The man saying there, hot pocketing it up, and clearly this looked like it might be dinner. The man got his brew, cup of tea probably because he's some kind of British, and his hot pocket, and he's watching old footage of again of his wife. They kind
His
of
wi-
make it seem like, yeah, got
no, his wife's name's Becca.
Becca, correct. They kind of make it seem like she's dead. That's how at least that's how it seems at this point. So he's watching old footage of her. He's looking all sad and depressed.
Well, if you remember, her family, Becca's family, saying that she's just dead, and then they wanted to move on, and I think it was in the episode before, and they put a tombstone, which she was not having it. Was it this episode or I can't remember
Actually, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
if I'm going too far ahead.
Might be going a little bit, but it's just close enough. But now we see him. This is the whole thing. The whole mission we just seen him go through in episode 3 for the race and taking the V was to bring her evidence. So he got the evidence. He got a little bit of V. He got a lot of photos of A Train with the V. He got the videos and the photos of Pop Rock shooting up. So she with it now. And Pop Rocks is bugging because now he want more information. Why would she give him the number? Would you give him your number? Like he just pressed you, he caught you doing some shady shit. I'm not giving you my number. And clearly, he called on the phone.
It's probably a burner.
He clearly, I'm sure, is a burner. But how would he know her number? Is what I'm saying.
True. Maybe Huey did something.
And again, like the canary she is, she snitches out the noodle place. He kind of thinks she's lying, like really the noodle place. But her statement to him was, "I told you before. Anytime he did anything with V, he came back with noodles from this place. So it has something to do with this place." So they case the joint like undercovers or detox or whatever the fuck, denox or whatever the fuck they are. They casing the joint. They look mad out of place in this whole area. But they go in and they trying to get info.
This is where they meet her.
The last connecting part of the boys, and it's funny
Hmm.
because she's a girl. She's a
Yeah,
girl.
yeah,
So going in, they like he said, like Spectre said, they go downstairs in the back of this noodle place, and they find this cage locked up chick. She kind of ices them dirty looks, don't say too much, and proceeds to rip into somebody's face on her escape. Which they actually, I believe it was Frenchie, if I remember correctly, that was like, no, 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 let's let her out.
yeah. Frenchie let her out, and the bad guy's like, no, no, don't let her out. And then she starts ripping their heads off.
That's an awesome scene right there, though. And the fact that everybody's just screaming horribly now as he's ripping motherfuckers' face off.
Yeah, and I think they were like, go to the cage, go to the cage.
Look, they just like, oh, ooh, ah, not that. And she's
Oh,
just horribly ripping. And, not for nothing, the boys in Generation V is actually awesome with this. Anytime they show us scenes with like a superpowered person dealing with a regular person, the gore is ridiculous. Like they're ripping body parts off, they're flinging people around.
yeah,
And Generation V, the fight scene was so horrible that they had to make everybody puppets, like because they had this kid ripping people straight in half. So the only way that they wouldn't get hit by nothing, they turned it all to puppets. And even as puppets, you was like, "Oh my god, like this motherfucker's ripping people to shreds."
that's crazy.
This dude,
The
look, this dude said, "I don't even. If I'm done, I don't even want no smoke." After, you know what? You just seen her rip your boy head in half, smash
Yeah,
another dude through some shit. I think I would take the bullet too.
yeah. He's like, oh no, don't do
This
that.
is what I'm saying. So
Uh,
imagine the scenes they not showing. The scenes what she doing to these people that this dude, a hardened, vet of whatever gorilla crew, and this man face look horrified.
exactly. Get in the cage. Get in the cage.
Listen, that's not crazy. They locked themselves in the cage to get away from her ass.
Pretty much.
Even though not for nothing, at this point, I don't think she would have hurt them. She clearly realized they released her.
She's
Because
in the
why
bank.
didn't she go after them? She would have went after them if that's the case. She went after the people that was in charge of keeping her cage,
Yeah.
and not for nothing. She's clearly super strength. So why the fuck do you think that cage even held her?
Oh, like she probably can't. You mean like the bars?
Yeah, well, she was locked in the cage, and clearly she's super strength. Don't you think she could have ripped the cage off?
Yeah. Hmm. That's an excellent question.
I don't think they
Ma-
go over it, do they?
I don't think she ever expresses that too much. If you get
Well,
further in
clearly
the
they
episode,
assume. Well, clearly they assume she can't. That's why they run in there to save themselves. They lock themselves in there, assuming she can't just rip that door off.
right now on her mind was vengeance for being locked in for too long.
Well, a lot deeper than that, because then you got the whole storyline with her brother and all that extra shit. But that comes
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But still,
Yeah.
that always bugged me out. How the fuck she didn't just, especially the more we see of her down the line, clearly she's super strange. So it's like, why the fuck she didn't just get up and kick that door the fuck off?
That is an excellent question.
And we go back to Spectre's boy, the Deep. Oh, um, since you wasn't here a second ago, Alderwrath, what did you rate the last episode? Did he dip again?
Uh, I'm
Oh,
trying
okay.
to think. It didn't kind of. I don't want to say forgettable. Um, I don't know. Part of me says I want to go a little bit lower because I think I've been going with eights on everything, something like that. I'd
Yeah, give
probably
or
say
take. We have,
I'd probably say it's not worse, but it feels like these are just like kind of I don't want to say filler episodes. Yeah, I'll go with the seven or eight. Nothing crazy
all right.
about it, but
All right, that's hilarious because that means everybody says seven for for episode three. That's funny.
yeah.
That's well rounded. That means it's a hard seven. It's a hard seven for episode three. That's funny. So we got the deep going through his issues. Who is that? Can't even tell whose hand. That's Huey.
No, that's Frenchie.
Friend,
Frenchie found the thing.
Oh, he's looking at the shit where the girl lived or whatever, right? Her little world.
Yeah.
yep.
Well, that
That,
makes sense because he become like her best friend at some point, if not
yeah.
lover type of thing.
Yeah. Like
It's just kind of
liaison.
like her room then, right? Like her room basically.
Yeah,
He
he
had a
was looking
little beat up
around.
ass TV. Yeah, he had a little beat up ass TV.
Yeah.
They let her get some nail polish, so clearly she at least was able to paint her nails. And he had a burnt,
It's
I don't know
a
if that's a ticket or a newspaper.
shipping address, I think.
Oh yeah, Meredith. Man, I can't see the last name. Penn Station,
Yeah.
New York. Nah, Penn Station. That got to be a ticket of some sort.
It was I believe they said it was a shipping, like it's going there. I don't remember, but I think either Frenchie or Milk discovered the more into it.
I thought Frenchie was the
Right.
one who picked it up.
Yes, but I think Milk made some other like
Comments to it.
connection. Yeah,
Oh,
he made some other connection, and then French is like,
well,
"Oh, I know where."
that clearly says New York, Penn Station, NYSE, Meredith David, Alpha, or not Alpha, something Bay, all where it's coming from. So something in FLA. What's that, Florida?
Yeah.
So something station in Florida to New York Penn Station. So that's got to be a train ticket. And if you look at the very top, that's kind of burnt. It looked like it says track, right?
Uh,
Yep.
maybe.
Right. So I think it's a train ticket. So they're all talking about the chick. We go back to these cats, which again, these are the people that's like the writers, the producers, the people that come up. I just realized she got a fucking Homelander statue on her desk. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
We got the
Uh,
Queen Maeve poster. We got the Seven poster. These are all movies. I'm telling you, Vault is a business. And if you look in the background, there's a couple more big posters. These are all movies that they do to make money. This actually looked like a comic book based off of the image in the top corner. This clearly look like a comic book, but that looks
that's
like a movie.
it. Looks like a stamp, comic
And
stamp.
not only, yeah, exactly. And not only is this a movie, is that the Gal Gadot pose from Wonder Woman? The way she's just standing there like that?
I was thinking more like Xena, the warrior princess, but you could be right.
No, no, it could be a Xena, but I feel like that's the actual, like the image of the poster for the first, for the first Wonder Woman. I feel
Yeah,
like
kind of like a Easter egg.
exactly. So this whole thing is she's basically pushing her agenda on how she wants to lock in the military, That's what she's informing them because it's all going back to getting that big military bill. So she has a great idea. She gets word that there's a hijacking, as you see on this flight, transoceanic flight 37. So her great idea is you guys are gonna, and when I say you guys is gonna fly up there, take their ass out, and bring the plane down and save everybody safely. That shit is gonna give these army people no choice but to work with us superheroes because there's no way they could have did anything better than that. No way they'll get there faster than you guys. None of that. So they're with it. She's smiling as you see, like it's the greatest plan in the world. Look at his face though.
Yeah.
He,
He's like,
yeah, he almost looked like he don't agree with her. He's like, okay, yeah, whatever.
that's all? This is what you want? Whatever.
Yeah, yeah, like whatever. Like you wasting my time with this dumb shit. So she gives him the route it seems to be going. It looked like it was supposed to go Paris to Chicago. I could be wrong. Maybe Chicago to Paris. I can't tell which way. Okay, Paris to New York, but I guess they're supposed to intercept in Chicago. They're showing Chicago for something. Now we going back to A Train. He realized everybody in his little noodle shop got murdered up. Now we go back to the deep with Stillwell. The deep seem to be in Stillwell pocket at this point.
Yeah.
So he do a little extra favors. He's like a little spy type shit. That might not work out well for him in the end. It clearly might not.
Nah. Nope.
But right now, I'm assuming he's thinking he gonna get ahead. He keep trying to talk into, if I remember correctly, helping the dolphins. She don't give no fucks about no damn dolphins, and she literally tells them, "Yo, play to your strengths." In other words, shut the fuck up and do what I tell you, and that's it.
Pretty much.
You got to give the man an E for effort, though. Even though this is the boys and there's a sick thought behind it, so he's not just trying to save the dolphins. He's probably clapping one or two of the dolphins because he's a little bit of a dirtball.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And then we go to Popclaw. At this point, he clearly knows she snitched because how the fuck did people know the Noodle House? So he want to know who she told, and she's G. She's like, I ain't telling nobody. What are you talking about? But he knows she must have said something. So now he's playing to the sympathy. He's like, listen, you said something, bitch. I have to get you out of here because if Homelander find out. So this again is starting to give us the hint that Homelander ain't the person that that they pushing him to be. Because if this dude is shook to death that if Homelander find out what he gonna do? Probably gonna rip that bitch head off like she did to that Indian dude.
Pretty much.
And then we go back to I think actually what is it, Kimiko? Is that her
Yep.
real name?
Yep. Kimiko.
So it's Kimiko.
Kimiko's probably my favorite character.
She's gangster and she's not bad looking. Now here's my question though. She don't talk. How the fuck they know her name? Did she write it down?
No, Mesner read her mind. Remember?
Mm.
That
Oh
was
no,
like,
yes, yes, yes. I remember now.
uh,
I remember
uh,
now. You're right.
but I love when Butcher did to him. It's my favorite scene.
Yo, you stupid. But she's going back to I feel like she worked here or she was somehow heavily affiliated with this. Hence if you go back to when they was looking, where's it at? You got the nail polish.
Yeah,
So that nail polish is affiliated with this place, I'm assuming, because clearly this is a nail salon. And nobody looks so like this lady don't look surprised to see her. Lady look a little disgusted, but she ain't like, oh my God, who is this? And this lady, look, I feel like Kimiko leaving dirty ass footprints. Look how she's looking at the floor. as the blood glistens on her finger from the dude head she just ripped. This lady got the fuck. Right? Look at her face.
Yeah,
Fuck, it's this bitch.
yeah, she ripped her head off, I think.
hmm She definitely, if she didn't rip it off, she fucking splattered it because she killed this lady. Quick, fast, too, like nothing.
Not what if I was that employee, I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna take this cash and get the fuck out of here.
They don't even talk about this place no more. I'm pretty sure. Where's it at? I'm pretty sure these bitches out here went right up in there, emptied the register, emptied everything, and kept on keeping on.
Yeah.
My question was, you think they finished with this person right here? And these bitches right here, you think they was finished?
Probably not.
Then we go into the deep. It's funny, he's been pushing the dolphin thing, and look at the images they got. And then we go to the plane. This is the plane that Stillwell's her big plan. Got the hijackers.
Totally
Now here's
backfired.
my question. Do you I can't remember, but I remember seeing the scene that Stillwell had the two writers in her office. You think she planned this whole shit?
Uh, I think they were like part of the marketing team, but maybe, yeah.
Well, the black dude we know is the writer because we've seen him come back more than once. So they the ones that write, the scenarios in certain situations, so to speak.
Yeah, I think the other guy was like some kind of analytics person. Like,
Exactly. But the black dude is definitely the writer because we've seen him come back about 4 times. One time he came back when they was doing okay. Oh, matter of fact, he was there if you remember when they was talking to Starlight. And he was like, "Yeah, your mission is gonna be," and they basically was telling her the mission.
yes. And then she is like, no, I can look for my own crime.
Yeah, but so now that clearly was Vought setting up the crime. You think they set this up too? This whole this whole terrorist attack. That's how she knew how. Because how else would they know before the actual armies and shit know?
Uh, it's a big possibility with all that money they spend to, you know, to create everything. I wouldn't surprise if she set this whole thing up to get the contract from the military.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a little bug to me.
But you can see real quick, it's gonna go sideways.
Well, it's gonna go more than sideways. This should go straight up upside down.
Well,
They fly in beautifully. They proceed to do the 1-2 thing that they do. Homelander coming through, blasting and burning. So he's fully like Superman because we got the heat ray vision. The only thing we haven't seen him do is what is it, the freeze breath type of shit because he got the super strength. He can fly. I don't know if he can run fast. They never emphasized that, but he got the heat ray
nah.
and they saved the day. Everybody's clapping, ha ha he he. Homelander's taking a second. How y'all doing? Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
They forgot about
And
that
then they
last.
realized, yep, they realized there's one dude in the cockpit. Clearly, the pilot, one pilot is, if he ain't dead, he got a real fucked up time to go about it. But I'm assuming he's dead the way his neck is open like that.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Unless they got somebody with magic power. But then you got the last one, the pilot with the gun in his head, and the last terrorist. They talking to the dude, calm down, relax, no need to do this, blah, 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 blah. And Homelander decides to blast his ass.
Which was a dumb idea.
Not only did he hit the fucking he hit the dude, he hit the fucking pilot because clearly the pilot is dead too, and he hit the whole fucking
The controls.
dashboard. Yeah, the whole control panel of the fucking plane.
If
What
he
a
had,
fucking idiot!
if he had super speed, he would have just ran up too fast and grabbed that gun away from him, like Superman would. So
Even
clearly,
if he didn't have super speed, even if he let the guy shoot the pilot, there was a better chance that somebody in that plane could have landed it. I've seen movies and I've heard stories that the control tower can have a regular person and walk them through landing it. Not if
Yes,
you destroy the whole fucking shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. These planes are on autopilot.
Now the crazy part was the response, or should I say his response, because it wasn't Queen Maeve's. This man looked at this point, all the alarms and the bells and the whistles is going off, shit is dropping, the little face mask is dropping.
Beep
He
beep beep.
stands there, he stands there, he's like, oh shit. He look at Queen Maeve. All right, come on, let's go.
So
She turned around and let's go. What are
we
you
can't leave
talking
them,
about?
we can't leave them here.
What's crazy is as he said let's go and he's walking up the aisle, everybody's like, they realize something is going on. Because, like I just said, the alarms is blaring, people is wilding out. So they're like, you're gonna save us? What? And she's trying so fucking hard. She's giving him ideas. And what made it funny to me, all the ideas she was giving him is straight out of the comic books. She's like,
Yes,
can't you just fly out and like land
yes.
the plane? He was like, no, bitch, I can't do that. What the fuck? He was
What
like,
do you
what
think
the
this
fuck?
is? This ain't the comic books.
Yeah, he was like, "Where am I gonna stand on, bitch? Even if I fly in front of the plane, there's nothing under my feet, ho." he's like, how the fuck am I stopping it? She's like, all right, fair enough, fair enough. So take everybody down one by one. He's like, get out of here, bitch, and one by one. He said, there ain't enough time. The
What
plane
about the
will be done.
what about the Flash?
Yeah, so she looks, and there's like two or three little girls. So she's like, all right, just the little girls. He's like, no, bitch. I'm not taking no one because anyone I take is a witness to what's gonna happen here.
Yep.
So he gives her one last chance. You either coming with me, Hope, or you staying up here with them. She kind of freezes. She's having a moral dilemma moment. She's looking at him. She's looking in the crowd, and she decides to go with his ass. So let's just stop right there for a second. Spectre, what choice would you have made at that point? You staying or you going?
I'm get, based on my powers, I'm getting the fuck off. I'm out of here.
Based on her powers, even if the plane went down, she would have survived. I'm sure. The bitch got hit in that first episode. She got hit by an armored truck and cut the armored truck in half.
What's the point of staying on the plane other than try to save face for the company? I mean,
Touche, touche.
there's no point. Just leave. It's really Homelander the problem. There's no even. It's a damn if do and damn if don't situation.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What about you, Alderwrath? What's your thoughts? Stay or go? Okay, he's in my ear right now. What about you, James?
Yeah, I don't see any reason to stay either. I mean, it sucks the situation that they got in, but I mean, if there's no way to save them, I guess
I guess it's
you
game
know,
over. It is what it is.
no reason to stay. But
I feel like they could have came up with a better idea. I would have at least had that man try one of those comic book shits because clearly they probably wouldn't work. And now that I think about some of the ways we've seen Superman save people, I'm pretty sure none of them shits probably would have worked in that with actual science and, and aerodynamics. But why not try? You got nothing to lose at this point. You just clearly gonna let them motherfuckers die and that's it.
Uh, I mean, yeah. If Homelander did try some Superman move, he could at least try to like leave the nose up or something, let it crash into the water. I don't know,
That's
like
what I'm
beam.
saying. It's something I feel like he could have maybe did. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he couldn't stop it in midair, but maybe, like you said, maybe he could have directed to a field of corn or you know what I'm saying? Maybe there's something he could have did to give it a chance.
But he's an asshole. He don't give a shit.
Not even a little bit. Not even the more we go deep into this show, the more we realize he give no fucks.
Pretty
But
much.
you could almost count that not as a definite weakness, but at least a kind of sort of weakness if it, you're comparing to like a Superman or something. Because it is true, you if you don't have anything to stand on, you probably can't move stuff in the air, but Superman can, right?
More than once, brother.
So
More than
Yeah.
once.
I like those physics that they're trying to put out there, but you might could even figure out something to use against him in that regard. Um, if you can get him, fighting him in the air versus on land.
Makes sense because he really can't stand, and it's almost like he is almost like the shark theory. He got to stay in motion if he's in the air.
I mean,
See,
it's a comic book. I mean, of course they're gonna exaggerate the physics of everything, you know. But I think at least try and go under. All right, if he could at least go under the plane, like the where the cockpit is, maybe move those up. I don't know. Maybe I'm not expert on this field, you know. But
you know what I realized? They didn't even try. Yeah, he fucked up the whole dashboard, but maybe if they pulled up on the joystick, maybe the shit would have moved. Who knows? Nobody tried. They just kind of turned around and was like, "All right, time to go." Like
actually,
fuck 'em.
didn't Queen Maeve try to pull the joystick back or speak to
I
the?
don't remember. Did she? I don't remember because I remember he was real quick to be like, "Oh, all right, I guess I'm gonna go." Like he turned around and was ready to leave mad quick.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if she actually tried. I don't think she did though.
Hmm.
Hey, this is the scene that she begged for the kids.
Yeah, that was
You see the dude in the background begging, "Please, please," and
yeah.
she's just broken. Look at her face. She's clearly just distraught. Please. And then once they realize, I think at that point when she's crying like that, I think the rest of the people realize, oh shit, they about to fucking leave us to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they all started rushing and crying. And please know to the fact that he had to say, I will fucking kill you myself. I will kill you right now. Back the fuck up and die late, die in a few minutes or die this second.
Yeah, pretty
What you
much.
do at that point? You gonna back up and die like that or you rush them?
Yeah, this fucked up Maeve.
It's not really like James said a second ago, though. There's really not too much you can do. You said it as well, Spectre. If you ain't got the right power sets, what are you doing? You either gonna stay on that plane, crash with them, and yeah, you
Yeah,
might not die, but you're gonna sit there and go through all that and feel all that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And they still gonna all die. The homeland is rough with it. Back the fuck up. Back up. I will cut you in half, bitch. Back up. And he opened the door and game over.
Pretty much.
And he just kind of he just watching that shit.
So how are you doing today?
The weather's beautiful today.
Yeah. There's not a cloud in the sky.
Facts. And they literally stand, when I stand there, cause they. So now, wait a second. This actually negates his whole theory. What the fuck is he standing on now?
He's the one that's holding.
Yeah.
He's the one that's holding Maeve up.
Yeah, but what is he? His statement was, "There's no ground. What am I, stopping on?" He's standing on something now.
He controls flight. Uh,
Exactly. So why couldn't he go to the cockpit and control his flight to stop the fucking plane?
man, you're asking. Uh, that is, we can have a whole debate about that. I mean,
Yeah, we could probably watch the rest of the series and find other moments where it kind of goes against what he said there.
Yeah,
I bet money. I
Yeah,
bet money.
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I understand what he's saying. He doesn't have anything, if he flew up there to the bottom of the plane, he would need something to push off of to push the weight of the plane up. He would just kind of, that's what I was saying about a weakness. If he flew straight up in the air, I mean, if he flew supersonic speed, he would bust right through the plane. But, if he floated up through the air and hit the bottom of the plane, he would just stop and he couldn't go any further because he says he can't
Mm.
steer the plane or lift it up or, you know,
Prior
Let
plus.
me ask you this, James. Oh, God.
No, go ahead.
Let me ask you this, James, because you seem to be the resident scientific person. Do you think that could be done? What they show us in comic books? Do you think it would actually be able to stop a plane in midair like that?
No, that's what I was saying. I like the physics of him saying I don't have anything to stand on. That doesn't work like that because it wouldn't. But of course, a flying person wouldn't work either. But you know what I'm saying. Um,
No doubt.
the only theory I had was if he flew Maeve down to the ground, flew back up, and with the force he had from pushing off of the ground, he was able to catch the plane as he, bolted upwards enough to maneuver it down, nose down, toward wherever Maeve is. And with him going to the ground and back up, to the ground and back up, and Maeve being on the ground to help maybe catch it or stop it if it slides or skids or something, together, I think they could have done it. But of course, it's written that way, the way it came
Yeah,
out.
yeah. But scientifically, if they thought about it, they probably could have worked it out.
Maybe they would have had to act quick, but like in Marvel movies, that's what Iron Man does all the time. He acts quick, he thinks quick, like, holy shit, let me calculate all the calculations. Yeah, let's do this. You know,
Yeah, I could see that.
because
I could see that.
Homelander's super, but he's not smart.
Yeah, I agree.
No, actually, in most cases, he's dumb as fuck. He's dumb as fuck. And now we got the cops walking into the nail salon where this bitch ripped people in half. Look at Frenchie. He's like, oh man, she did all that shit. Damn.
Oof.
That bitch don't play. She about her revenge, though. I tell you that much. Because look, there's like literal chunks ripped out of. I don't even know if that's her back or I guess that is her back.
She just went crazy.
I'm telling you, there's like literal chunks ripped out of this bitch back. Not to mention what the hell's going on with her head. Was that crushed? Is that ripped open? What is that?
Uh, Man, that's a good question. Looks like it's been bashed in.
Almost like pounded, right? It's just like a bloody. It's like a bloody pudding.
Yeah.
And then they got A Train. Mind you, A Train's looking for that bitch too. He just happened to come across the fact that the cops is here. So now I can't remember. Maybe y'all can remember. Why was she in there? Did they mention it yet, or we find that out a little later? Because I'm actually on James' level. As we going through it, I'm actually rewatching, so I don't remember the first season 100%.
She might be looking for the people that have a brother, I think, or that knows a
No,
brother.
I'm talking about A Train.
Oh,
What's his involvement? Because clearly he knows she was in that noodle shop. You get what I'm
oh,
saying? So he's
because
hunting her now. He's hunting her now.
um, you
You
know
get what
what?
I'm saying? So he knew she was there.
Damn, I'm trying to remember. Um, uh, I think. Well, she was obviously involved with the compound drug, the compound V.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, did they ever really? I don't. And I'm all the way caught up. But again, season one, like James said, is so long ago. I can't remember. Did they ever
I think
explain why she was there?
I think he was giving the compound V to those guys, and then the crew that Kimiko was hooked up before or something. They were supplying it on her or something like that.
Well, they must have been testing it on her and her brother because we find out later her brother also has some kind of powers.
Oh, because don't you? Oh well, this is kind of revealing a later episode, but it does get explained later on why they're doing that. Think, like her brother. I don't want
But what I'm saying, so they okay, yeah, we'll wait. But
to.
again, so he was right. That nail polish he found in the room came from here. So he knows she's actually
It's part of
has
a
a
bigger
connection to all
plan.
this shit. Exactly. She has a connection for all this shit. And
It's
he's
a
explaining that shit to them.
yeah. It's a bigger plan.
Yeah, she ain't done. She ain't done. She got a couple more things it seems like she got to do.
Yeah.
Oh, it is NYPD. That's even more hilarious. And A Train walking off. And we got
Meanwhile,
Huey
the
right,
date.
on the other side of town.
Yeah.
On the other side of town. We got Huey and Taylor Swift. Bowling.
Meanwhile, at the bowling alley,
Hell yeah. So Huey still trying to clap some star cheeks.
some
At this
stardust.
point, okay, now let me ask you this. At this point, do you think it's actually Huey that Huey likes her, or do you think that it's part of the whole plan, so to speak?
I think it's both. He likes
Because
her.
he knows she's Starlight. It's not even like her alter ego. He clearly knows who she is.
Well, everyone knows. Because remember with the fight scene in the alley? They exposed her.
Exactly.
So he don't care. Because he likes her, but at the same time, Butcher's asking him to, hey, we need some info. So he's playing both sides, pretty much.
Okay. All right. That probably ain't gonna work out too well for him. Yo, she got the OD gap, or is she pigeon toe? Look how she's standing. That's crazy. See, that's it. I'm about to zoom in. That's just crazy. And it's funny though because he's smacking her in bowling, if I remember this scene, and he's like, "There's no way. There's no. I bet you're superpowered. What are you're not playing for real." And then, oh no, this is when they show her commercial. That's the old Starlight though. Clearly by the outfit. Yeah, actually, it's crazy. Why would you want a commercial like that? They kind of not even show her face.
Probably got freeze frame during the moving.
Ah, very possible. Because I must say, right there, you don't even see her face. It's just the light in the sunlight in her hand light, basically. Not for nothing. Her power is official, though. I take that power because
Yeah,
the more she's in the sun, the more she can absorb, as well as other light products, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And Taylor
and
Swift go. Taylor Swift's like, ah, you got me. I've been fucking with you, trying to make you feel like a man. And then she rolls like a perfect strike. You know what I'm saying?
he's like, "Whoa, what? No, you didn't."
But at the same point, what was the story she said? I'm from the Midwest. What we got is shit like this. This and clapping cheeks.
Yeah.
And then they hear the news. 37 people disappeared in a hijacked flight. So at this point, they don't even know the plane crashed. They think the ship was hijacked and disappeared. So that tells me it crashed into the water. Because anywhere else, they would have seen pieces and shit all over the place, I'm assuming. So if it crashed into the water, there's gotta be something they could have did to make that shit slow down enough and crash into the water easily. And then they find, well, Frenchie, I think, finds her. She's all barefoot and disgusted. She must smell like straight shit.
Yeah, being locked
She
up
smell
like
like
that.
she smell like sweet and sour shit. Ew.
Yeah.
She smell like garlic sauce.
uh, uh, he's like, hey,
Or he's
hey,
trying, yeah, he's trying to talk to her. Yeah,
hey, mon cher, or whatever French word he used, mon corps, mon whatever. I'm just here, I'm not here to hurt you, something like that.
that's hilarious.
But I think he
He looks
tells,
psycho as fuck.
was it this part or later? Yeah, he tells her something about his past that she gets
We
all
don't
like,
even know if we can understand him at this point because at no point in time has she tried to communicate. But he's just assuming. For all he know, this bitch speaks straight up Japanese or Korean or whatever the fuck she is, and she could have no clue what the fuck he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Because she's just looking at him like stupidly.
yeah. Meanwhile, back at the date.
What kind of beer is that, Spectre?
What the fuck? I can't just look at it. I gotta taste it
Come on,
first.
man. You're the beer master. You're supposed to be able to tell by the way the light is reflecting off the glass. You know what
Shut
I'm
me.
saying?
Get the fuck. I don't know. It could
By
be
the way
another.
the foam. You know what I'm saying? By the way the foam lays on top.
That could be orange juice laced with foam, for all I know. Movie types. They-
Touche. Touche.
yeah.
Yo, why did she gonna be so hunchback when this girl get older? She's like mad hunched over in every fucking shot.
I think she was like vulnerable right now and was telling Huey about the situation, so she feels
You
restless.
think you think she told him about the deep? You think she told him? Yeah, day one deep threw his nuts in my face. You think she said something? I don't think that's something you share on a date.
Shit.
Look what he's seeing. He's talking to this chick, but he see this bitch. Damn, nigga. He was just clapping my buns last week, and now what? Fuck with another bitch because I exploded.
Did you forget about me already?
Yeah, he just threw me out. What the fuck?
Forgot her name already.
And if I remember correctly, they gave him that. See, this is what makes me think it's all part of the mission. Didn't they give him that little thing to clone her phone?
Yeah. I think.
Proving it's all part of the mission.
Oh, that's Robin.
Yeah, Robin is who he sees right here. I ain't gonna hold you though. Starlight is way prettier than this girl right here though.
She probably has more meat than her.
No, well, clearly she was. You didn't see all that meat in the air when A Train hit her.
It was.
If there was a cannibal society, they would have been eating good for a while, brother, because there was pork chops everywhere. Dead ass.
uh, mm.
And then we got the deep,
Oh
the
God, this
infamous
fucking.
one. And
this,
and his girl, because he's talking to her like that's his girl. I got you, baby. I told you I'm gonna get you out. We got this, baby.
uh,
And if I remember correctly, I'm almost sure Homelander made a comment. If it wasn't in this episode, it's coming up that Homelander made a real comment on some "you fish fucker" or some shit like that. He said some crazy shit to him. And then we got the next scene. A young man's in a horrible car accident. Then we know how to get it off film. But let's just say that flew out from the back of the truck.
Ah,
nice and comfortable, flew through the window,
and splat.
landed in the street. No, it didn't splat when it landed in the street, if you remember, because
Oh, yeah,
it was
the
able to
fucking
start saying something. He was like, "Baby, I'll get you."
and
Blue,
then
and then the
and
truck
then
ran us over.
yeah, the truck ran it over.
It was game over at that point. And the accident happened because whatever he was doing was so fucking illegal, it wasn't even funny. If you remember correctly, that's why you see the cops there. The cops was chasing him. He like broke the dolphin out of the zoo or some dumb shit.
Oh yeah, the Oceanland Park or whatever it was. His park. I don't know.
That's hilarious though. And then we go back to Kimiko. They keep got us flashing back and forth. Now, mind you, they following her, so they just seeing what she's doing. She's going into the what is this? The 4 train?
Looks
She
like it.
running to the tracks. They just peeping where she's going, what she's doing, and then they hear the literal A train swoosh through. At this point, they don't really know what to do, how to help her ass. So what they do, mind you, he snatches her from where she was at, brings her back into the tunnel, and proceeds to beat the fuck out of her. So A Train got a little super strength too, the fact that he's able to beat the fuck out of her like this. And when they realized they didn't know how to help, they start yelling, A Train, is that A Train? Having all the people turn around and run. Now they want autographs, pictures, and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And being the hero he is, he got a oh hey hi y'all just doing some crime fighting, yeah, and gave her a chance to fight back. Actually, she ran off if I remember correctly. Now looking at this, so they follow her ass down the hallway. Is that the sleeping bomb, or he about to blow her ass up? Cause that's clearly some kind of bomb he got in his hand.
Yeah, it was like yeah, to put him to sleep, so to speak.
He gonna bomb his ass.
But then Frenchie was like, "No, no, no, I got this."
Let me talk to her. Maybe she'll let me lick her booty.
Butcher was like, fuck
It
that."
worked though. It worked because he threw the bomb anyways, and they
Yeah.
both got passed out. As you can see, the bomb right here on the floor. He threw the shit anyway, like fuck that. And they just look at now. What they're in a fucking tunnel. Whatever smoke or whatever came out of that shouldn't have affected these two too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's like no ventilation down there.
That's what I'm saying. So how the fuck it only affected those two and not these cats?
I
And
mean,
they're clearly not even covering their face. There's no smoke. Well, there's a little bit of smoke. It looked like
I guess it was a small disbursement meant for a small space. I'm not sure.
possible. And then we got the pieces of the plane in the water, and
Home.
somebody don't look too happy.
Yeah, he's tearing up like, who would do such a thing?
Well, I think if I remember correctly, the reason these people are here looking through this section is because the Deep found something and brought it to Stillwell's attention.
That
So,
was
so
actually
his face is, huh?
no. I think well, I think that was the other time when Homelander took down that plane with a heat beam, and Deep found something and gave it to Stillwell, and then that's
Oh,
when
yes,
Homelander,
yes, yes. You're right. Homelander
yeah,
threatened him. You're right.
come to the room, Deep.
Let
It
me
was like,
talk to you for a minute.
yeah,
Massaging his shoulders and shit. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah. You tense in the shoulders there. Yeah,
Yeah. From now on, if you find anything, you come to me first. I remember. Yeah, yeah. So, but basically, they found the pieces. He's mad because I don't think he wants that shit found. He wanted them motherfuckers to stay disappeared, and that's it.
yeah.
Because if they find the front of that thing, they're gonna know there was some kind of laser beams.
Pretty much.
And I don't remember what he told Stillwell, because I'm sure he told her some bullshit. Because she knew they were going to try to save it. No,
Yeah, that was the whole point. But then
that's what I'm
Homelander
saying. So
fucked
he
up.
must have told her some bullshit.
So he's all torn up here, looking good for the camera.
Nah, he looked mad, brother. Look at his face. He looked mad that they here. He looked mad that they found shit, and he looked mad that they gonna find out he was involved. And she's just sad because somebody must have mentioned how many people's bodies was in there, little girls and everything. And then we got Stillwell. Now, while she looked old as fuck in the face, she still got a little bit of a figure on her though.
She was a big girl. She always been. They just covered it
She
up.
got a little, yeah, she got a little curves on her though right here.
If you look in Karate Kid, you could tell.
And it looks like she's watching it on the screen or something because they're interviewing Homelander. Now he gives his little thing, like you said, looking good for the camera, trying to hold back some tears. And you know what? This almost proves he's not as stupid as we thought, though, because he switches it up real quick. If the army would have let us be in charge, we would have been able to fix this shit. This is the army's fault. No, nigga, it was your fault.
Well, Stillwell was impressed that he switched it up and fixed it because it wasn't
Yeah, he
supposed to.
switched it up big time
Because she told him that he's not meant for the camera. That pissed him off.
because he's an idiot. But
Exactly.
it's a great shot. It's a great shot right here, though. Look at the shot. You got her in the background, hair blowing in the wind. Him looking all like, this is messed
Oh,
up what they did.
I.
Yeah, I can't believe it. You darn terrorists. This is your fault, Uncle Sam. And look when everybody turn around. Eat her, eat her, eat her. Dumbass motherfuckers. Look at his dude face. He's an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. And she realized he an asshole.
She's just distraught.
What's crazy is the first time we seen her, she was looking kind of beautiful. The more she's starting to like fall down this rabbit hole with them, she's starting to look all disheveled. Hair
She
looking
feels.
all rough. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's the guilt.
I probably have too much of a conscience, but I would feel like shit too, man. I mean, that would probably something like that.
I would
Knowing you could
agree.
have saved them, but then they all died, that would just be so shitty.
Well, yes, I agree. But my thing was that would from that point forward, Homeland, I wouldn't want to do no missions with him. I wouldn't
Yeah,
want to
she pretty
conversate
much
with him.
turned. That was, she started down that path of how do we get rid of him, and her own safety and all kinds of stuff.
That's what I'm thinking, and that's what I think they're showing us with her disheveledness. Like she's actually in odds with herself now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this was my team, and this dude is shady. I gotta get the hell out of here, type shit. Because remember, this is the same woman that was in the bathroom taking a piss, came out, spazzed that Starlight, wipe your face, man up. You know what I'm saying? And then spazzed that translucent who was butt naked in the corner watching them pee. And she was G. Now look at her. She look all fucked up.
It's the guilty conscience.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And they literally left us at a point that you just like, yo, what the fuck? What did we just watch?
She's gonna have haunted dreams of other passengers in her sleep if she sleeps
Listen,
at all.
haunted dreams. It might not be all the passengers because she might be G enough that all the passengers won't mind. But I guarantee them little girls, the little girls that she was crying about trying to get him to save, they definitely in her mind. I guarantee that.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's the end of that episode. So now let's keep it funky. What did y'all think about episode 4? Spectre?
Um, it was all right. You got the story keeps going. We know that they found Kimiko, the last member of the team. and it was just pretty much more story driven. It's going along, waiting for the end here. So yeah, it was pretty
All
much what
right,
it was.
fair enough. What about you, Alderwrath? What's your thoughts on this episode? You come back? She's still gone.
I'm not sure.
All right, we skip over. James, what do you think about this episode, my brother?
You know, I'm still in the 7, 8 range. But again, not remembering the whole how it, the story flowed per episode, exactly what happened in, you know, each episode and what's coming, because I can't even think of the rest of season one right now. If I tried, I probably could, but it's just fuzzy. But I like the story. I liked how the drama to me is deeper, even though it's fucked up with all the crazy damn shit they do in this show. Not just the gore, but the all the other stuff. Um, aside from all of that, the story, the drama is deeper, like a deeper level than say Marvel movies to me.
So I'm reading the comments, the
But
glasses.
I give it 7-ish, 8-ish.
All right, fair enough. I'm probably at an 8 in this episode. There's a little more entertainment. We seen the deep with his little aquatic girlfriend, and and that get a happy ending, so to speak. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna think it was an 8. I'm actually looking forward to, well, at this point, because again, I'm already caught up. But at this point, I was actually looking forward to seeing what they gonna show me next, because they showed me a whole bunch of crazy shit at this point. And let me just tell you, being caught up, they do not disappoint because the shit just gets crazier. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give Alderaf, you back yet, brother? He might have nodded out on us.
You might have technical difficulties.
Yeah, yeah, he might have some technical difficulties. But well, that's episode 3 and 4, fellas. So I think next week we'll do 5 and 6, and we'll call it from there. We've been running for about 2.5 hours. I don't want to keep you out all night.
Do you know how many
Uh,
episodes season one was total?
8,
8.
yes,
Nice.
sir.
So a couple more, and then a couple more, and season one will be wrapped up. Cool.
That's a
Just
fact.
so we're halfway through the story, at this point of season
Yes.
one.
Exactly.
Yeah. I see. It's almost like it's. I have watched it, but it is such a refresher to like. Oh yeah, because I'd forgot about the plane. The plane thing, which is a huge moment. Um,
That's a big scene in this whole show was that plane
yeah,
scene.
yeah. So little stuff like that. It's cool. I like it. I like the recap.
I almost wish like I follow the comic books in this, but I don't know. I felt the show was even more entertaining than the comic books. They did some changes here and there, but the show was just maybe it was the actors are actually seeing it come to life. But the show I feel is way better than the actual comic book itself. To be honest with you,
I thought this well, seeing the whole season, I thought it was pretty good to the point where I just kept going watching to the second season, which I'm almost done with. So it's definitely an entertaining show. There's something there for everybody.
that's a fact, and I'm looking forward to re-remembering what's coming next. To be honest with you, because I'm pretty sure this first season ended rather well, and it definitely went far left from what I thought it was going to go from this point. But
Yeah.
they gave us a lot on all the characters so far, so I'm actually looking forward to seeing where it's going to go.
Oh, definitely.
But I want to thank you fellas once again for rocking with me. The boys watching the boys, and we'll catch them next week. Let's end this stream up. Let's
Sounds
clap
good.
out.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And thank y'all fellas for joining us in the chat. We look forward, hoping y'all join us next week. Like, share, and subscribe. The whole collective family, please. Thank you.
A great one.
Whisper shout. Lights on, channel 9. Reviews, fights, dragons, high. And the Lola di prestatura, comics, modes, poco scura. I roll it up loud, pages flip like thunder. Comic book stack, got the heat, no blunder. Breaking down shows, yeah, movies get sliced. Crits on the mic like I'm rolling all dice. Lighting up green while the panels ignite. Superhero smoke, blow clouds in the night. Dungeon to the dragon, I'm the boss, that's fact. Got merch on the table, put the gold in the sack. 5150, I'm spitting reviews. TV, books, anime, drop all the news. Smash cut, fight scene, blood in the frame. Every bar hits like a boss fight game. Cinematic flow, keep the blade in the sheath. Light sparks flash, got the flame in my teeth. I curse, I rip, his channel's grown. Adult vibes only, yeah, I claim that throne. Adult vibes only, yeah, I claim that throne. En la mesa, dragones y dados. Crítico fuerte, los golpes son bravos. Humo en el aire, blunt encendido. Cultura mezclada, yo nunca me olvido. Comics y series, yo vendo mi merch. Todo el canal con la vibra de church. Luces brillando, reseñas al 100. El club explotando, lo canto también. Series y libros, reviews con poder. Películas caen, las pongo a perder. Dragones rugiendo, la mesa encendida. Dungeons and Dragons, me cambio la vida. Back to the fight, old school, new flame. Anime clash while I'm calling the game. Weed smoke rise and the neon is lit. Review every saga, I'm dropping that hit. Sword to the fist and the fist to the mic. Light up the channel, we ride every night. Adult in the booth, yeah, curse what I choose. I don't play safe, I break all the rules. Roll the dice, like the blood hit the stage. Es críticos locos soltando la rage. Coming to the movie reviews on fire. El club encendido, subiendo más higher. Light it up, and the low, Breno never dies, vámonos.